Good morning from paradise. I'm Crypto Amaru. We got Crypto Hitman in the house. This is going to be a fun edition of our sort of daily recording. We are talking about I don't want to say it new because it's not new. It's a CTO, but it's a project that came to us through actually the Crypto Paradise chill and shill sessions. Turns out we actually knew and know the guys who or actually have taken over this project as a CTO. The project is called Whiskey. And so here we are. We got our glasses. We're chilling. We're ready to go, ready to talk whiskey. Couple things why we liked it, right? Like a lot of projects come to us. A lot of projects come on the chill and chill session. We certainly don't work with all of them. Couple of things that resonated with us, or at least me personally, is first of all, I really like the narrative. It's unique. It's different. Everyone's doing cats, dogs, Elon, Trump, whatever the case may be. But these lifestyle type memes, I think, have the possibility of really standing the test of time because people love whiskey and that's not going anywhere, right? It's not a very topical, like, oh, just 5 minutes, quick fame, fortune, and then it's done. This is something that people resonate with over time. And so I liked that. I like the fact it was a CTO. We're bullish on CTOs. You guys know this. We're involved with Kai. We're involved with Mellowman. All CTOs, and we'll talk about the benefits of CTOs. So we like the fact of CTO. We like the guys who run the CTO. I know them for 6-7 years now. They're OGs in the space. They know what they're doing. They're active. They're smart. So we'll go through whiskey, why we like it. What are some things we want to see more of? How can they take it to the next level, right? This is the good, the bad, the ugly of it. But hey, we're here to talk about whiskey, so enjoy, guys, and let's kick it off. So maybe I can share my screen here.
Yeah, let's share the screen. Let's start with the website and run through it there. And yeah, the Shill and Chill occurs every Friday on Crypto Paradise Twitter. So tune in and maybe your project can start working with Crypto Paradise and the Crypto Paradise community can learn more about you. We'll look at the chart here after we go over the overview from the fundamental perspective, but the chart since they have got involved with Crypto Paradise is up over 3 digits. It's up over 100% since getting involved with that Shill and Chill. So there's value there. There's real community there. And if it's something that we're interested in, we'll get involved ourselves. So go ahead and continue.
Yeah, man, love when they jump on the chill and chill. He did a great job shilling it, which is one reason we want to get involved. So, all right, you see the website, very on brand, right? It's all about whiskey. It's that lifestyle. For people who like whiskey, this is the spot to be. They're modeled a little bit after a relatively famous meme coin called beer, right? I don't know what beer's sitting at, but it did very well. It's still doing well. And so they thought, all right, what's a sort of parallel to that? What's a corollary to that? Well, whiskey makes a lot of sense, especially in crypto. It's very heavily male skewed, this industry. Guys with a little bit of money, maybe a little bit more mature, and love kicking it back with a nice glass of whiskey. So you can see the brand is on point. I like the text and stuff that they use. Pretty good designs. I would want to see maybe a little bit cleaner here when they're going through the Dex tools. This part here, so maybe a little bit of design upgrade could be helpful. You know what I mean? That could be in the works here as these guys continue to grow. But yeah, no team tokens, no dev token. It's all community. It's CTO. You know what I mean? And this is a project where the dev had launched it. He G'd it out, but the community took over. And I really like those. It's much more fair. It's much more decentralized, token holder based. You don't have to worry about big holders dumping on your head. That time is come and gone. And you're just relying on the community and your own activities to help push it. So that's bullish. They talk a little bit about, whiskey, why people like it. It's universal, all that good stuff. And they're out for beer's lunch. So that's kind of fun, right? So here, it goes through token economics. I want to just quickly touch on the roadmap here, which I like their long-term roadmap. So they, sent over some information to us before the recording. And long-term, they are looking to actually get involved in the whiskey industry, which I think is super cool. And why not, right? They can go to different events, perhaps create their own whiskey. I don't think that's hard, frankly, to, you get your own you create your own bottles, you put your own logo on there. You get some whiskey. Doesn't have to be the top shelf stuff. And there, boom, you got your own whiskey, which is amazing real world marketing. So it's cool
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
coming
and
up on the roadmap.
if you scroll up a little bit there, back to phase two, it looks like they've up a little bit. It looks like they've knocked off a bunch of the low-hanging fruit that most projects don't even get through. The DEX listing, the CoinGecko, the CMC, all that costs money and connections. They've gotten through it. Now they're on the sector of partnerships and marketing campaigns. And them coming on the Shill and Chill is the first effort into partnerships. And hopefully we're one of the many that are talking about whiskey here in the near term. Maybe they have some funding for official marketing campaigns, whether that's through CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko or the SEX or our bigger KOL push, but we'll see that coming. And like you said, meme coins are still hot. This is a great narrative, but adding some kind of utility or some kind of future revenue to stipend and really solidify the value of the whiskey token could come with them making their own whiskey token labeled whiskey that they could sell at crypto events, but also they could get into, traditional Web2 whiskey events as well. So they do have a plan to maybe produce some revenue and get some more brand awareness, which in the end could get more whiskey token buyers and token holders.
That's a good point. Yeah, and I know the guys behind the CTO, they're very creative. They're always thinking about different ways to push the envelope. So I would not be surprised if they go in that direction with some revenue generation through selling actual whiskey. That would be super cool. But at the very least, that's great marketing. And I do want to touch a little bit on the marketing. So it is a CTO, but they have a bit of capital to work with, right? To help with some, KOLs, some different marketing, some volume creation. So it's not one of these CTOs that's broke and they have no chance of success and they're just, hoping and praying things go well. There's a bit of a plan here. There is some capital behind it. I don't want to over exaggerate that and suggest that there's hundreds of thousands of dollars available to push it, but there is something, and there is a bit of professionalism and experienced people behind it, which I do really like as well.
Perfect. Continue on.
So yeah, let's see here. They got just some fun graphics. So as to the meme, right? The meme itself, they have a character. They call him, I think it's Mr. Whiskey. It's like a kind of a ape character drinking whiskey. Captain Whiskey is his name, exactly. Excuse me. And so they got him doing different activities, drinking his whiskey, so on and so forth. But one thing they've been leaning into, which I think is really cool and smart, is they're using AI to create images of different celebrities drinking whiskey. So it could be Elon Musk, it could be Trump, it could be they had a Mark Cuban one. I think they had a Kamala one. They're spanning the gamut of all different famous people chilling out, drinking whiskey. Just creates kind of a fun vibe within their community chat. So I really like the direction they're going with the memes themselves. What are your thoughts on the meme itself?
Yeah, I mean, the meme, like you said, I think it's more of a lifestyle meme. You can lean into the beer. You can do a lot of things with whiskey as well. And I think a lifestyle meme makes a lot of sense for Crypto Paradise because we're kind of a lifestyle brand ourselves. So that's why I think the affiliation works out. That's why I think the Shill and Chill kind of touched with us and resonated with us. It's a lifestyle meme coin for a lifestyle production, which we do here at Crypto Paradise.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Who doesn't like drinking whiskey? You know what I mean? Even if, just full disclosure, I'm my favorite alcoholic beverage is wine, but I do get involved with whiskey on special occasions. Everyone likes a little whiskey. It just exudes class, sophistication, kind of wealth, so it gives you that good vibe, right? So I think it's a really neat concept. And the memes themselves, I think, look great. So with that, why don't we turn to some of the token economics, the chart, token, and so on and so forth?
Yeah, perfect. Let's see here. Let's share my screen. Think you guys can see this now.
Beautiful looking chart. Wow.
Yeah. So still a small market capitalization, but I do see that the liquidity here is burned. I mean, that's what you want to see. It's burned. Nobody can rug pull this again. We see this thing had a ton of momentum at the launch and the peak of the meme season. Big sell-off. This was the dev and the team selling all their tokens off, all the weak-handed Jeets, non-believers selling off, and here's where the CTO began. It did find some nice run up before we knew them. They got on the Shill and Chill and got involved, started talking with Crypto Paradise right around this consolidation and where it formed this uptrend line on the second touch. And really, I always tell you the trend is your friend. This uptrend line will continue to be major support on the way up for whiskey until it's not. So far, so good. Everything looks great. And this was what I was telling about. If you tuned into Crypto Paradise, when we got involved, This thing is up 126% in what, 2 weeks since we got involved with whiskey. Continuing to rip higher. This is really our first review video. I know we're going to try to get an interview video with them and try to get on some more spaces, so we'll see what happens. Obviously, there is some things that they need to work on. There's always high risk when the market cap is still only $1 million, but with that becomes high upside potential. Big holders, we might want to talk to the team, ask what happened there. They probably did some kind of airdrop, where you do a dusting in a bunch of wallets to spruce up that holder count and maybe garner some interest from some of these holders. Again, this is on Solana, so this is very typical of what you do on Solana to try to get some of the more Solana degens interested in seeing your token symbol. You sprinkle them a few pennies worth or $1 worth. They see it pop up in the wallet, and maybe it gets their interest. This is kind of like a guerrilla marketing that happens a lot over on the Solana chain. The one thing that they need to pick up on, and maybe there is a solution, and maybe they're already in talks of a solution. I don't know. It's not public yet, so we'll see, is the volume. The current trading volume is about $2,000 to $3,000 to $5,000 per day, which is relatively low. Again, low market capitalization, kind of a slower time in the market, but we need to see these volume numbers go higher. If these volume numbers go higher, this will attract a lot of new potential holders, new investors, new traders, and it will push them to the top of trending on DEX tools, DEX screener, and many other things. But you can't say anything negative about the chart. You can't say anything negative about the chart since we got involved with them, and they're really trying to push for a new all-time high. We're up here only about, 5-6% away from a new all-time high. So I like what I see there. Liquidity's burnt. We need to see the volume numbers go up, and if that happens, this thing will start trending, will catch on fire. And I think there'll be a lot more people drinking whiskey on streams here, and it won't just be me and you.
Let's go. Yeah, one thing that's actually impressed me about this chart is, having followed them for a minute and being in their Telegram and so on and so forth, they haven't done a ton of marketing yet. And so this chart, to me, is highly organic. These are the true believers loading up, buying dips, pushing it higher, Jeets getting out, and then people loading up more and to push the chart higher. It's all organic. There has been no real marketing done. Probably since, maybe in the beginning, I'm sure there was, but since the CTO took over, they've been more or less in stealth mode. And to see the chart perform this way, despite the fact they've been essentially in stealth, bodes very well, I think, for them, because when they ramp up the marketing, and my hope and expectation is that this would not be the first or last kind of marketing push that they do. You can expect it to go higher as more people find out about it, and hopefully the Jeets are out, strong hands are in, and that should allow it to go much higher. So everything you've seen here, this chart since they took over, this is all organic, and that very much impresses me. Now, of course, the volume does need to pick up. Perhaps we need to introduce a Mellow Man. They can start using the Mellow Man trading bot, right? Well, we can help sort that out for them, but they should ramp up the volume. But it's going to happen also organically as they get the message out there too, right? So, yeah, very impressed with the chart.
Yeah, last thing we'll look at, let's look at their Twitter real quick before we start to wrap this up. Whiskey_meme is their official Twitter account. Whiskey is not just another coin. It's literally liquid diamond. Whiskey brings people together. You can kind of see their Captain Whiskey up here in their top here. I do like this. What's interesting is they have whiskey, but they're kind of going with like this Japanese, cartoonish vibe, which is interesting because most people don't affiliate whiskey with that style, but it's a cool look. And you can see that in their text fonts here. And what's there to go over? Not too much. There isn't a ton of utility, but I will say super active 5 hours ago, 3 hours ago, 1 hour ago, pinned message from the 23rd. So one of the biggest things with meme coins is community and activity, and they're posting a handful of memes, a handful of tweets, crypto ecosystem insights each and every day, which is what you really want to see. What do you got to add there?
Yeah, to
Like
me,
the Snoop Dogg one is hilarious.
with the CTOs, it is just all about consistency, showing up every single day, getting out there, rating tweets, creating new content, doing shows like these, getting on spaces, getting out there, showing the coin, but doing that consistently day in, day out. If you do that for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, you will have outworked 99.9% of every other meme on the market, most of which give up after days or weeks. And so to see this kind of consistency from them gives me a lot of confidence, right? And let's see if they can continue it. This is by no, just because they've been consistent doesn't mean they will continue, but I think that they will. I mean, typically, if you see things go well, you see your efforts pay off, then you just continue pushing, right? So I would not expect them to slow down. Hopefully, they ramp it up. But yeah, to see that consistency for me is a huge deal.
Yeah, so I think overall that's a good starting review for Whiskey. We'll see if they come on the Shill and Chill this Friday if you want to learn more. Also, if you have any other projects that you want to shill and chill and want to get on Crypto Paradise or learn crypto or any of these things, it all starts every single Friday on Twitter Spaces. Make sure to check it out. Overall, Whiskey looks pretty good. 100% community takeover. Liquidity is burnt. The contract is renounced. The chart is up and to the right. And you can sip on the whiskey and watch those gains come in.
I love it, boys. Well, I'm going to enjoy my glass of whiskey. And until next time, guys, we will see you on the beach.